Hey YouTube, today we're going to be doing a tutorial on how to control your computer through text message. There's already a lot of tutorials out there on how to control your computer remotely from like an app on your phone. That's not what we're doing today. What we're going to be doing today is send text messages to the computer and do very specific things. You can set it to whatever you want, like logging the computer out, shutting it down, wiping the hard drive if you're crazy, starting programs, etc. So with that said, let's get started. First, we need to download a program called Thunderbird. It'll be from thunderbird.net. Go ahead and click on the free download. And we're just going to go through the installation. You can choose to do a standard or a custom installation. I'm just going to leave everything the way it is. So when you first open up Thunderbird, you're going to have to set up an email account. You can use a currently existing email. That's what I'm going to do. So after you enter your email information, a window is going to pop up that asks about some random stuff. I don't know. Just leave it the way it is and click Done. I'm just going to skip the integration. And now it's got all my emails. We finished the first part. Now we got to get the extension that's going to let us control our computer. To do this, you're going to click on the three little bars at the top up here. You're going to go to Add-ons. And we're going to be on the Get Add-ons tab. Now we're going to click Browse All Add-ons. And where it says search for add-ons, we're going to type in Filta, and it'll take us to this app right here, Filta Quillo. We're just going to add it to Thunderbird. Click Install Now, and we need to restart Thunderbird once it's done being downloaded. So we're just going to click Restart, and now it's done. So in order to control your computer with this method, you have to set up filters. So a filter is basically, you're going to get an email from your cell phone, and when you get a specific email that may be titled something or it's got a certain word or sentence in the email body, it's going to execute a program or do something else that you want it to do. So we're going to set that up now. For demonstration purposes, I'm going to open up Notepad when I get any text message from my cell phone with the title Notepad. To set up a filter, we're going to click these three bars here, hover over Add-ons, and then click on Filta Quillo. Now here you can see all the things you can do with filters. You can run a program, remove tags. You can even train certain emails to be considered junk. A lot of that's not really important for us. All we're going to do right now is have it run the program. And we're going to click OK. To set up the actual filter, we're going to click the three bars, go to Message Filters, and then click Message Filters. We're going to make a new filter. Let's call this Run Notepad. For subject, we're going to type Notepad. We're going to add another condition. We're going to click Body, type Notepad. Reason we're doing both of these is because depending on your text message provider, it won't include a subject. It'll put everything inside the body. Since we have more than one condition, and it may be one or the other that actually happens, we're going to click on Match any of the following. Again, for the demonstration, we're going to be running Notepad. In order to get the executable for Notepad in the bottom left corner of your screen, press the Start button. We're going to type Notepad, right-click Notepad, open file location. Now it takes us to a shortcut. Right-click this one more time, click Open File Location, and now here's the actual exe for Notepad. Copy the address. Where it says perform these actions in Thunderbird, we're going to click this again, and we're going to click on Launch File. Click the little Open, type in the location, press Enter, and scroll down until you see Notepad. There it is. Double click. To test to make sure that it runs your program, you can click this folder where it says Launch Selected File, and you'll see it opens up Notepad. That's it. We're going to click OK. Now I'm going to send the text message. When sending the text message, you're going to make sure that the recipient is the email that has the filters set up. Also, the text message itself has to be what's going to trigger the filter. In our case, it's the word Notepad. And you can see it worked. So in this, all we did was run Notepad. Like I said at the beginning of the video, you can do a lot cooler things, like run batch files that'll log your computer out. That's what I have on my computer. In order to do that, go to your desktop. We're going to right-click, New, Text Document. Let's call this log_off. Open up log off, and here's what we're going to type. We're going to type shutdown-l, and that's it. That's going to log the computer out. When you're logging the computer out, sometimes you have to force close some programs. So to make sure it does its job, we will type -F to force close. Sometimes when force closing, it'll ask if you're sure you want to force close. To do that, to get yes, all you're going to do is type -Y, and that's it. So we're going to save this, and then we're going to click File, Save As, and you see it says file name is log off, save as file type text document. We're going to click All Files, and then after log_off, we're going to type .bat, which is going to turn it into a batch file. Now we save, and you can see the files on the desktop already. Now I'm not going to click this because it'll log me off. If you wanted to edit this after you turn it into a batch file, don't double click it. Click it once, right click, click edit, and that's how you can edit the batch file itself. In the description, I'm going to include a list of other commands you can do to like shut the computer down, to restart the computer. Anything you can do in the command prompt, you can turn into a batch file, and then you can have that run through the email client, Thunderbird. It's something you can do that's extremely drastic. I thought it would be a fun test to just see what it was like. You make a batch file that'll wipe the hard drive, and then you set that up to Thunderbird under a filter like, you know, wipe my damn hard drive, and there goes your hard drive, you know, if you're paranoid. Now to get this set up with Thunderbird like we did with Notepad, all we're going to do is go back to our message filters. We're going to make a new filter, or you can just get rid of the Notepad one, it's up to you. I'm going to make a new one, we'll call this log off. And just like before, we're going to put the subject as log off. You can do anything you want. Add another one for the body. Make sure that whatever you put in here is what you want your PC command to be. Also, don't share it with your friends, because if they know how to log your computer out, they're going to have fun with that. Make sure to match any of the following. We're going to run the program or launch a file. The file we're going to launch is on our desktop. You can put it anywhere, by the way, and it's going to be logoff.bat. Click OK. Now, if I was to send a text message to my email with the words log off, it would log me out. But yeah, that's it. A few more unique applications of this method is, you know, if you're a hardcore gamer and you want your game to be ready to play when you get home, you can send a text message to your email, start the game, and it'll start the game for you. If you made a little bot or a macro that would actually press the start button on like a patch program and get you logged into the game and maybe even into the main city, then you would just set that up to be the program as well. The last thing I want to say is if in order for this program to work, you have to have Thunderbird open. When you restart your computer, Thunderbird will not open. So if you had some cool, you know, programs that you wanted to make sure could always be run, you'll have to add Thunderbird to the startup programs. To do that, we're going to click on the File Explorer. This PC, local C, Program Files x86. Scroll down until you see Mozilla Thunderbird. And then you're going to scroll down until you see Thunderbird or Thunderbird.exe. So we're going to copy that. To get to your startup folder, we're going to click to start. Type here to search. Type in %appdata%. Then we're going to click on Microsoft, Windows, Start Menu, Programs, Startup. And then we're going to paste the Thunderbird.exe in here. And now every time you start your computer, Thunderbird will open. Well, that's the tutorial, guys. I hope you liked it. If you did, like and subscribe. If you have any questions, put them in the description below or the comment section below. If you aren't sure about anything, you know, Google's a good friend to figure some stuff out. I'm not an expert with this. I just found something cool. If you wanted to look up other things you can do with batch files, come up with a cool idea and Google it, you know. I'll do my best to help you if I can. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it.